Top 6 Ancient Rituals That No One Told You About. 1. Sacred marriages in Babylonia meant humans took the place of fertility gods during religious rituals. These involved sacred sexual union rituals, also known as Hieros Gamos. The sacred marriage involved an act of reenacting the marriage between Dumuzi, the shepherd god, and Ishtar or Inanna, the fertility goddess. During the reenactment, Inanna would engage in sexual intercourse with the king or high priest of the city. The intercourse performed was considered to unleash abundant divine energy to the land, giving fertility to its women and crops. What's interesting is that sacred marriages didn't actually have anything to do with traditional marriage. Babylonians still celebrated marriage and did so in the usual way, big celebrations with lots of eating and drinking. Let's just hope the ancient Babylonians didn't get jealous. 2. Utagaki. Utagaki was a Japanese Shinto social ritual in which villagers would meet on mountaintops and interact with one another in a matter of ways. During these meetings, villagers would sing, dance, eat, and have sexual intercourse freely in ritual offerings to local gods. It was believed that this practice brought the blessing of the gods, bringing fertility to women and virility to men. Poetry reciting was also common to celebrate the start of autumn or spring. Utagaki rituals were also considered an opportunity for unmarried individuals to meet partners eventually. The rituals were outlawed by the reigning Buddhist government for their excessive unruliness, although less sexualized remnants of the tradition are still alive in certain areas of Japan. 3. The Dionysian Mysteries. The Dionysian Mysteries were a famous ritual in ancient Rome and Greece. It included trance-inducing techniques and intoxicants, removing social constraints and inhibitions. The ritual was believed to liberate the participants and help them return to their natural states. The Dionysian Mysteries were accepting of marginalized individuals in Greek society, as they included slaves, non-citizens, and outlaws as participants. Just don't confuse the Dionysian Mysteries with the Eleusinian Mysteries. While both were religious festivals meant to honor the Greek gods, they celebrated two very different deities. Additionally, there was actually a lot more secrecy surrounding the Dionysian Mysteries. As a result, there's still much about the mysteries that scientists are trying to uncover today. The rituals at Pommelt, like the famed Henge in England, Pommelt the German Stonehenge was also believed to be a place for various occult rituals. When scientists and archaeologists visited the site, they found a variety of interesting buried objects and remains, bodies of 10 women and children, 4 of which sustained rib fractures and severe skull trauma. Carefully arranged burials in one of the site's earthen rings, other items buried, including grinding stones, millstones, and animal bones. While the reason for these burials remained a mystery lost to time, researchers believe they were related to ritual sacrifices. 5. Mayan bloodletting rituals. Bloodletting and human sacrifices were common practices in Mesoamerican cultures, especially the Maya. Mayan bloodletting rituals meant puncturing a particular body part to offer to the gods. For instance, they chose the cheek or tongue for women or the penis for men. After puncturing, blood was collected that would be burned as an offering. The Mayans performed these rituals during significant dates in the Mayan ritual calendar, but the most common times were during the beginning and end of each calendar cycle. Important life stages when bloodletting was essential were the following: ascension of a king to the throne, building of dedication monuments, the beginning and ending of war, birth, death, or marriage of the kings or queens. 6. Thalmogenesis. Thalmogenesis was one of the mythical consequences of individuals who attempted to resurrect their loved ones. It was a process that would occur when a resurrection technique was used to summon demons. Thalmogenesis created two spiritual entities and portals which entered the land of the living. One of the spiritual entities would be the spirit to be resurrected, while the other was a spirit of demonic nature. Because this process also opens a portal, demonic energy could enter from one dimension and attach to the resurrected spiritual entity. Upon reaching the land of the living, the demonic energy could create a whole new demon. From the process, you can see that thalmogenesis is like a spiritual debt that needs to be paid for an inhuman paranormal act.